What's up, nerds? Have you ever wondered if this game could use more Fina? Got just a thing for you this week in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Got some news in the mail. Let's go check it out. Alright, folks. Some pretty exciting stuff we got in the mail today.
Now let's talk about the mail. Can we talk about the mail, please, Mac? I'm dying to talk about the mail.
Got news of a brand new mechanic to us. JP's had it actually pretty recently. It hasn't been around very long in JP. We are getting the Fina and Rain, or Rain and Fina units. It's Rain and Fina in the regular, and then Fina and Rain in the Brave Shift form. The Rain and Fina form, non-Brave Shift, is going to be a physical attacker, whereas the Brave Shift is going to be magic. Now, this new mechanic is going to be a self-chaining mechanic, meaning they're going to call it the tag units. In the Brave Shift form only, we're going to be getting abilities that chain with themselves. So you don't need two units to build up a chain for your finisher like Tifa or Ibarra to go ahead and cap the chains. So that's pretty cool. Definitely a new mechanic for us. It's going to help out some formation condensing, if that makes any sense. If you need an open spot for an extra healer or tank or support, this will actually help out a lot. The EX Awakening, we're getting a brand new vision card. Thanks for everything. We're going to go over that later. We're going to get it at EX1 and EX3. The Brave Shift duration is infinite turns, and the cooldown once you come back out of Brave Shift is going to only last one turn, so you can use it as like a setup turn or whatever. But if you want to just stay in the Brave Shift form, you can just hang out there and use your unit as just a regular chainer. They do have decent mods. The chains do have decent mods on themselves, but they don't really have that the chains that kind of self-cap the backloaded chains, so they're just there for numbers to build up for a finisher. The Super Trustmaster, Sword Bow of Unbreakable Faith, attack 148, magic 176, two-handed, activates desire to protect the world, boost LB damage. I believe the boosted LB damage is going to be 100%, which is pretty sick. That'll help free up some materia slots, especially if you're using a two-handed greatsword on your unit. There's going to be plenty that can benefit from that. A lot of two-handed LB finishers in the game. The regular Trustmaster reward is going to be no matter how far apart we are, boost attack and magic by 30%, boost attack by 30% when equipped with a large sword, and boost magic by 30% when equipped with a bow. There's a couple bows. The one we got from the trial, magic bow we got from the trial, is going to definitely help out. You're probably going to be pairing this Trustmaster with whatever unit you put that magic bow on. The vision card, thanks for everything. Level 10 magic and attack at 80. Flat 80. And the abilities are going to be discussed later, but they're actually kind of sick. I like them. It helps out a lot with materia and slot efficiency. The featured standard abilities. So this right here is going to be their regular abilities, not in the Brave Shifted form. Blaze Arrow Saber is going to be absolute mirror. Oh no, Stardust Ray chaining, and Dispel Arrow is going to be absolute mirror of equity chaining. Dispel Arrow is 100 times mod, but it also will remove all of your targets, buffs, debuffs, barrels, all of it. This dispels that unit. If you need the boss to be dispelled and you're getting a free 100 times mod chain, absolute mirror of equity chain, go for it. Not a big deal. Will definitely help out a lot. The other ability in the Brave Shift abilities, Shine Magia Tag. Magia Tag? The tag team attack, which is going to be the self-chaining, but they don't have a backloaded cap on them. Deal light damage to one enemy, and this is going to be at max level 5 and 85 times mod, so it's actually going to be a pretty heavy hit without the backloaded hit. So that's actually pretty good. Shine Arrow tag is going to be the same mechanic, 3 uses per battle. This one is going to be a 130 times light damage attack. So if it's going to be, you got light imperils on them, it's going to be good. Increases light physical damage by 15% and light magic damage by 15%. So it's incorporating all kinds of newerish mechanics to our side of the game, so it's going to be helping out quite a bit. Alright, moving on to Fina and D.Fina. This is an older unit that's going to be getting a Neo Vison Awakening, a new Brave Shift, extra stats, going to be turned into a healer magic damage dealer, which I'm pretty sure it was before. The Super Trustmaster and regular Trustmaster rewards still the same. Mobius Ring is your definite go-to accessory for any mages that doesn't innately have dual wield, because it has a high flat magic 55 stat on it. The Brave Shift duration, just like Rain and Fina, is going to be infinite turns and 1 turn cooldown available turn 1. The Earth Whip is absolute mirror of equity chaining. Stardust Ray chaining that increases LB damage by 150% for 2 turns to caster. So it'll help out with their LB damage a little bit, but they weren't really known for LB damage per se before, but their NV LB definitely does get a boost a little bit. It goes up to a 37 times mod with increased magic 200% for 4 turns to caster. So still, dual judgment, not that great of an LB, but you know, 150% added onto that modifier will definitely help that out a little bit. Magia Guard is also another featured standard ability, and it is increased magic and spirit 250% for 4 turns to caster, and enable a skill for 5 turns to caster. So they're not listing it here, but on the wiki for the Japanese version, it also enables a certain ability that I cannot read since I am not fluent in Japanese. The featured Brave Shift ability, Earth Arrow, is going to be the Stardust Ray chaining, Absolute Mirror of Equity chaining. Sorry again, I am just getting those two mixed up. Earth Damage, which is a 72 times mod, which is pretty good, especially if you've got a decent Earth Imperil. I don't know a lot of like Earth damage dealers lately that would have a high Earth Imperil, besides Kryla, which can, with her one ability, can imperil 130% for all elements. So chances of you actually using the Earth Imperil and Earth Arrow kind of slim to none, because there's not a lot of Earth Absolute Mirror of Equity chainers out there, but it does hit pretty good for 72 times. The Earth Veil is a 1 per battle Magnus Grandis ability. Screwed that up again. Wow, I am terrible with that. I can never remember the word Grandis, even though it's right there in front of my face. Fill an LB gauge to max, boost Earth damage of LB abilities, and magic for all allies. So it's going to increase Earth damage by 20%, albeit physical or magic, and it's going to increase the LB gauge 34 caster, which is going to fill the LB gauge immediately. I believe her LB only takes 34.
A few moments later.
Okay, so her LB does cost 34 crystals, and it is a Earth magic damage 88 times to one enemy with decreased Earth resistance 130% for 4 turns to one enemy. So it's a single target Earth nuke for the most part, especially after getting the LB damage boost and decreased Earth resistance. She is going to have to chain cap with that. It is a 24 hit LB, so it seems like you're probably not going to be using her too much for that. aside from that, I want to say Fina and Rain and Fina actually are new. Excuse me, I had to burp. NV unit is going to be a pretty solid attacker for the most part. The tag team unit aspect is brand new. It's going to take some getting used to because I don't believe they chain with any other tag units or any other chaining family. If I'm wrong about that, correct me down in the comments. But yeah, I mean, for slot efficiency, sounds pretty good. But I don't know if I'm going to be pulling yet. I think I might just because it's brand new. Okay, so the new vision card is going to be Thanks for Everything. At level 10, you're going to get attack and magic flat 80 stats on a vision card, which actually is pretty good for a dual stat vision card. A lot of times they're 50, 60, but 80 is pretty solid. Gonna definitely go on a hybrid damage dealer to get the most efficiency out of it, but it can go on any DPS that can equip an NV, or that is NV'd and can get vision cards equipped. At level 4, you're going to get a boost attack by 40% when equipped with a large sword, or boost magic by 40% when equipped with a bow. So if you can, the only one-handed bow I think in the game is the Tinker bow. If you wanted to match that with a great sword, one-handed great sword, large sword, whatever they want to call it at that time, on a hybrid unit, you can make something like that work. You're going to do the same thing, identical, for level 7, and then at level 10 you're going to get fire and light resistance plus 30%, but it has to be on an FFBE unit. So it'll be pretty interesting to see the team comps that you're actually able to use this card on. There's going to be a lot of restrictions on it just because of the bow, but you're still getting 80% attack or 80% magic regardless of what you equip with. This would definitely be going pretty well on the pretty much exclusive to the Rain and Fina unit, because the Brave Shift form you're more than likely going to be putting on the Artemis bow, for the true double hand bow, magic bow, and the great sword on the regular form, standard form, regular form, unbrave shifted form. That's it, nailed it. All right, so that's the news today that we got in the mail. So if you did enjoy the video, leave a comment. If you don't, if you hate my guts, let me know in the comments. Screw it, I'm terrible at this. So getting better with it, feeling a little bit more comfortable. Next week I'll be doing the same thing with Laswell and Reagan. They're gonna be pretty heavy hitter tag units, so I'm looking kind of forward to that. I might save my Lapis for them, not gonna lie. But yeah, that unit is a little bit more appealing to me if I was going for more DPS. These units are not limited. They are going to be in the pool forever. Remember that when pulling. If you love the units, if you love the characters, go for it. But there's a good chance you can off-banner NV them, even though NVs are very rare. You can still off-banner them. So make your decision that way, whether or not you're going to pull. Let me know down in the comments if you're going to pull. Be sure to check me out on Twitch, and I will catch you guys next time. See you.